Shalom everyone. Following the close to the season 6 of Friday Night Dinner, I'm going to rank all of the seasons, starting from worst and going to the best. All the seasons are good, and it was very hard to pick an order. I have season 3 as the lowest down because it wasn't as memorable. Watching through it for the first time, I could tell that the episodes fell below par of the episodes in the seasons before, and even thinking back to it now, I look at the episode names and there's some big things that happen in there. Barely remember what happened in them. Obviously I know now, but thinking back before I had watched it again. And out of 10, I would give season 3 a 7. The latest season, season 6, comes in second from last. However, as I've said, all seasons are entertaining and fun. For this season, you can tell there's a slight decline in quality, and that's what makes this one come in behind all the other seasons that are yet to be ranked. It still has the classic comedy from Martin being an idiot, Jim being weird, and just whatever insane thing happens on every Friday night. As I said in my individual review for season 6, you can check that one out, it's the video before this, I give this season a 7 out of 10. Judging off the ratings for the episodes on IMDb, people might have enjoyed this season a little less than I did. Nonetheless, these seasons are hard to separate, especially when they're comedies, because they all go for the same thing, whereas if it's like an action series which has multiple seasons, you can tell easily, but these comedies are so much more harder, like this and the Brooklyn Nine-Nine ones. You tend going off most episodes you like, because it's very hard to separate them. But anyways, season 4 at number 4 out of 10, season 4 receives a 7 from me. In my opinion, this season includes one of the most underrated episodes in Friday Night Dinner, titled The Tin of Meat. This season provides some of the best laughs of the season and has an emotional final episode. Just like all the previous seasons ranked, this gets a 7 out of 10 from me. This season introduced us to these great characters and a refreshing concept which is loved throughout Britain. I don't know if many people know about this show outside of the UK, but it's loved a lot throughout here. We got our first taste of everyone's favourite Jim and his dog Wilson. The show was literally just a change from all the other series out there, more light-hearted than something like The In-Betweeners, which is intense. But for me, this is where it changes, and I'm going to give this one an 8 out of 10. It's becoming a recurring theme to have season 2 at first place, and that's mostly because coming off season 1's success of a comedy show, season 2 tends to pursue and get the most out of their characters and comedy. They well know that the audience is going to love the characters because they've gotten used to them now, so they trust them more and will enjoy their comedy more. And that pretty much sums up this season. The humour and characters are dialed up, and it provides a great season of comedy. Friday Night Dinner at its best, and for that I give this season an 8 out of 10. The series overall doesn't have a critic score on Rotten Tomatoes, which isn't what I normally do, the score at the end of the percentage, but there is an audience score which is at 84%, so we'll go off that, and on IMDb it has an 8.1. I personally give it an 8 out of 10. I do recommend this show, especially if you are British or have lived in Britain, as it includes a lot of classic British humour, and it's just fun to watch, different from all the other stuff you see out there. Thank you for watching this video. I really appreciate if you would subscribe if you haven't already, and a like would also be appreciated, and comment below what you thought of Friday Night Dinner and what order your seasons would be in.